Hey everybody, I have done one video which I'll get on in due course. This is my second video. This is the calf racer I got, as well as the dirt bike. I did say to you, all of this had been smashed off, ripped off where they could get into the barrel, because the bike had actually been stolen, but it was recovered by the owner. He found it up the road in a field, which was fine, so he didn't go through the insurance. I've picked up an old second-hand clock, not the right clock for the bike. I've made up a couple of little brackets, and there's all the wires for it. I'm just going to locate those in a bit. I've got that on, that's all fine. Then I just need a speedo cable. I have got one, but it's not the right one for it, so yeah, a lot of cleaning up to do. Got the side panels off at the moment because I was going to put some writing on those. Yeah, I've just got to clean up, get the light out so I can get the wires through, and get them attached to the indicator, the turn signal. But I do need a flasher unit for this, so I've got to purchase one of those. I did try today at the shop, but nobody seems to have anything in shops anymore. You've got to get everything offline, which is an absolute nightmare. I just hate it. A lot of work to be done on the bike, but not major. It's surface stuff. This is all cracked and broken, so I've got to have that off and fill this and sort this all out. This is where it got stolen. They'd obviously tried popping wheelies on it, smashed all this off, bent that all up, but I'm getting there bits at a time. The bike currently doesn't have a V5. I've got a V62 to send off. I do have the number plate, so that's not an issue. I know the owner that owns it and all of that, so not a problem. Not a problem with any of that. I quite like the clock. I tried to go for just a bog basic. It is only a 125, so only capable of about 65, 70. The clock's goes up to 85. So that's ideal for me. It's a 125 clock off of something, an old 1980s type bike from somewhere. I got that from a local shop called Bike Bits. Absolutely brilliant down there. They've got rake loads and rake loads and rake loads of bits and bobs and bolts and nuts and tyres and handlebars and old bits of exhausts and just about everything you could want. A biker's dream. It is an Aladdin cave. Or should I say an Aladdin's cave. Bike's still running. As I said, I'm using the battery off of the trials bike at the moment, just to get this one all up and running. It is all little tiny wee bits. Got to clean the chrome up. I'll do a little bit of that in a minute after I've done if I can get that wired in, so the lights come on the clock, on the speedo, should I say. Yeah, I would say it's kind of getting there. Got to either locate another seat or get a cover for this one. It's got tears in it and rips and Christ knows what else. That's not a problem. I will have these handlebars off at some point, rub them all down and spray them up. Things like this, the pitting on the chrome, that's not an issue. You can get that off with silver paper, silver foil and wet silver foil. That will take that right off. It won't be brilliant, but it will get it back to some normality. These are easy. These are. That's the turn signal. That one. That is the neutral and the main light. Not sure about wiring up the neutral light on that. To be fair, I've never done that. I'm sure there's obviously a switch down here. I would have thought, or it could be electronic and actually in the clock bit up here somewhere. Bits of rust and flaky bits. Not overly worried about that. They're all going to be rubbed down and resprayed, but that'll be a summer job. I just want to get the bike all up and running for the moment. That's the old powder coating crap coming off. As I said, the bike sat outside for 3 years. Yeah, easily 3 years. The guy just lost heart when it got stolen. He got the bike back and he just lost heart. And I know how he feels with that. You know, having things stolen, even when you get them back, even if it's running and you can get it running. He put in a key fob system, so you can just start the bike with a key fob. I love that. Absolutely love it. It's it's like a little toy with that. It's kind of made up out of bits and bobs, which to me makes it more calf racer than what it was before, and it was actually a calf race. One of the Sinnis calf racers. But I'm going to go for more calf on it, to be honest with you. I'm thinking of getting a bubble fairing to go round there. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'm really not sure on that. Some of them are bloody expensive, couple of £100 plus. But I've seen a few cheapo ones, which is fine for me, because I'll get that back and I'll spray it whatever colour I need to and fix it on somehow. As I said, I get hold of these old bikes and I get them from a non-running state to a running MOT'd and use them state. Normally I end up chopping the bikes out and getting something else, moving on to another project. But with this, do you know, I really don't want to. There's something about this little bike. I really, really like it. I don't know why. Maybe somebody can enlighten me on that. Maybe it's just got that retro look to it that I love. I'll get a couple of the little wing mirrors that go off of the tips of the handlebars. They're only cheap. Pick a couple of those up, one for either side, and then just carry on with the cleaning process, which is literally a bit at a time. But let's get it up and running fully, you know, where the speedo's working. I need a cable, got to send off one of those. I think they're about £13. When I was down in Bike Bits, as I say, I found one, but it was not the right one, unfortunately. But that's just how it goes. You can't, you know, you look at things sometimes and you think, yeah, that's going to work. And there's a few chips in the tank. Not overly worried about that. That'll be the Mrs.'s nail varnish again. Brilliant stuff that is for touching up little chips. And I'm probably going to get some new springs for the back, not because they're knackered, but some of the electrolyte chrome has come off and they're looking a bit sorry for themselves. Either that or I re-sprayed them. Just, yeah, how much money do you want to spend on these things? You know, it's like down here, the old fender at the back. It's snapped through, but once you've hammered that out a bit and get a bit of filler in there, it'll be perfect. Bit of work. I've never ever in my life shied away from a motorbike, there's been a few times where I've gone, do you know what, I can't do this, and I've ended up getting there in the end with just perseverance. I've learnt a hell of a lot over the years from old boys that were in their 70s, 80s that used to do up old Triumphs and Enfield Bullets and Christ knows what else. How to get round things and do things. Yeah, I've had a hell of a lot of sports bikes in my time. And as I said before, I'm struggling to ride those now. I know this is CAF Racer, and normally it would have more dropped handlebars on it, which I was thinking about doing that, and then I thought, no, I like the straighter bars. So yeah, we're gonna carry on with that. I'll get this old tail fairing off, cover, whatever you want to call it. That's all bubbled. I know why that was. That's where he had his L plate. I don't need L plates, so that'll all be rubbed down and resprayed. Side fairings, they're okay. They're okay. Couple of little scratches here and there, but they're going to have some nice writing on the side of them. CAF Racer sign or something like that. Cobwebs all in there. Things living in there still. We'll get them out. We'll get the old cobwebs out. We don't need cobwebs in there. I'm sure they'll blow off, but hey ho, get them out. Everything else is pretty okay on this bike. Yeah, a bit dirty and grubby and shit, but that's what cleaning was invented for. So yeah, we will get there. But as I said, I'm just going to take this headlight off in a moment, undo that, and see if I can locate the wiring I need for the headlight, for the speedo. I only need a light and an earth for most of them. Then I've got to find the indicator wire. I just need the live and the earth for that. As I said, the neutral, not sure about that at the moment. So possibility the neutral light might stay on all the time for the minute, until I can locate which wire in there, in that munchkin of wires, is a neutral light. But yeah, I mean, honest opinion, guys, I know it's a bit of an old rat, but what do you think? I think she's quite sweet, and I think once it's all cleaned up and running, well, it is up and running. I've been out on it, well, round where I live. I can't legally go on the road, so I haven't done that yet. I think she's a sweet little bike, little 125, a little thumper, and a little CAF Racer to boot. Sweet, nice chrome wheels, which they'll clean up lovely, as I said, with some silver foil. I've done that before, and it brings it up absolute mint. It does. Anyone that's not tried it, try it. It does work. It's hard work, but it works. You just need some Baco foil or silver foil that you use for cooking. Raid the wife's larder, and a little pot of water, and just dab it in and rub it up and down, and it takes off all those nasty little blemishes. It takes a while to do, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to say bye for now. This is the little Sinnis 125. Got it out a bit more so I could show you properly. As I said, she is up and running. Over here, in amongst all my other bits and pieces, this one's a little Pulsar under there, little dirt bike, which I bought